Hello everyone and welcome again to another green ethics video. From me see me walking here, so say there's a video going down. Today you guys are going to learn how to plant some scotch bonnet pepper. That big yellow pepper, very hot one, you put on fish, that one. So for those who love planting very hot peppers, this is the video for you. As you can see from the bud shirt, this is what we're dealing with. These are the seeds we will be planting. To get started, we need to mix our soil. For this mix, we will use a ratio of 2 to 1, with 2 being the potting soil and 1 being the compost. Now, peppers are very heavy feeders, so feel free to add more compost. After mixing thoroughly, we will add some water to get the soil moist but not wet. Now we can spread the soil over our trays, and as you can see, we are using 70 cell shallow trays today. You can use a deeper cell tray, but I'm planning on transplanting these in the next 2 weeks in a bigger tray. After filling the tray, make some small holes about ½ inch deep. And as you can see, I can do this super fast and it's not sped up at all. Now for the fun part. Put 1 or 2 seeds in each hole. Okay, so peppers in general take like about a week and a half to grow, but sometimes it can take a lot longer. Sometimes even going into 2 weeks before they grow. You just have to be patient, guys. If it's past 3 weeks, they probably won't grow. The temperature also has a lot to do with the germination of peppers. So the hotter it is, the more likely they will germinate fast. But in the colder months, probably they won't even germinate at all. Add some more soil to the tray to cover the seeds and give the tray a good water. Water the trays as needed when the soil surface is dry. Overwatering will cause seed rot. After about a week and a half, the seeds will sprout. Alright, now, so 2 weeks after sprouting, they will look like this. All nice and cute, or should I say pretty. Well, pepper hot like girls still. Anyways, and at this stage I like to transfer them to a bigger tray. This is just so they can have more stem and root development before the final transplant into the garden bed. So for this transplant, we'll be using the same soil mix and using a deeper tray. And we will start by filling the tray about 3/4 full in each cell. Then we will take them out of the small tray and put them in the bigger tray on the soil surface. And all we need to do now is just cover them and give them a final water. Okay, now it's 2 weeks later and they look like this. Now it's finally time to transplant. Today we won't be transplanting these into any fancy raised bed. They will be using an ingrown bed. So all who think that we are boasty and we only plant in raised beds, that is not true. Okay, so this non-fancy bed has not been cultivated in a while and it has been growing weeds, so we have to do something to it. So what I'll be doing is adding some compost from my chicken run. This compost is in a bit of a rough shape. It has a lot of rocks in it, so I will have to sift it out. And a disclaimer guys, this compost is fine to use in garden beds, but I would not use it for seedlings as it has not been hot composted. It might contain some sort of pathogens that can harm your seeds or your seedlings, so don't use it for that. Alright, so this was a good workout now. So after gathering the compost in this wheelbarrow, we'll bring it to the garden bed and we'll spread it on the bed until the bed is completely covered with it. Now we just have to work it in with this here old rake. And yes, you do need a country accent to do this. Anyways, let's just work in this compost. Alright, so now we're ready to transplant. You all know I like to pull all my seedlings out of the tray before I get to the transplanting. This is so I don't have to be bending down, pulling them out and planting them. This is just to save my back a little work, you know. Now all I have to do is focus on the planting. So when transplanting peppers, I like to put these about a foot apart. This is just enough space for air to pass between the plants, and it also leaves some shade to help reduce some evaporation from the soil. And it's also enough distance so they won't be competing with each other. And all we need to do now is just give them a good water. And this is the end of the video, so if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section right down there, so and I will reply as soon as I can. Seriously guys, ask some question now. And on that note, the pests that affects this plant are whiteflies and slugs. So hopefully I get some pests so I can show you how to deal with it. But just be on the lookout for them. And before you go, if you didn't get anything from the video or you got something from the video, remember this: